EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will make it into the end zone. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
55, Mike, guys, 55. All right, T, let's go.
Back to throw. Sullivan. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Fielded at the 33. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jones with a nice gain there on 1st down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now Jones. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. This is Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. That's out to the left and complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 17. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
That's complete, right around the 8. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go. Check. Good dash. Go.
Throwing again. Sullivan, flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Sullivan. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter, and the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Jaguars, nothing.
Second down at 5. Looking to throw. Sullivan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return will stop right around the 25. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Stafford. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check, check. Stay 50. Check, 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 check.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Smith-Schuster.
Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Steelers 21. Jaguars nothing.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Off play action. Sullivan sliding out of the pocket. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Sullivan. The left side completion to Jones. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
At the 21-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Sullivan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Sullivan. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Ball carrier.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. They'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Steelers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple.
And 8 at the 39-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and 15.
From the gun, Stafford airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
That's taken on the 25. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw on 2nd down, Sullivan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. It's caught, Jones. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
36-yard line.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Looking to throw on second down. Sullivan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Sullivan looking downfield for Jones. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On second down, it's Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Back to throw, Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Play action. Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw on 2nd down. Sullivan, flush to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Off the play fake. Sullivan. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Ryan Suckup on for the
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he started on it already.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sullivan eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
9-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Sullivan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense, because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able.
And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Stafford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it up and through.
Steelers 28, Jaguars 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And Jones with a 1st down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he's stopped behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go again to Jones. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Take it in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Off play action. Sullivan. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Sullivan. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a pickup of 6.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Kill. Check 26, check 26.
On 1st and 10, Sullivan. And he completes it to Cohen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
The ball
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
55, my guy, 55.
Off the play fake. Sullivan. And he floats one there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in. Coming after you.
From the gun, Sullivan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
At the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. And that ball is caught by D.J. Chark for the Jags touchdown. D.J. Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th.
25.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford flushed out right. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stafford is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
At the 35-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, again to Jones. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the Steelers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got first down in field goal range already. On first down, Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 42 yards out.
Today's final score, Steelers.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Pittsburgh, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.